Good morning, guys. Hope so that you are all doing well. It's hard time for the whole country. The whole country is going. In fact, the whole world is going through a great pandemic. So I request you all again to be at home. You can kindly wash your hands every time. And if at all you are going outside, please wear mask and take proper precautions and if at all it's very much urgent or it's very much required, then only you should step out of your home. So I am Engineer Kumar Harshavardhan and I will be taking classes of physics for you, and in fact various other subjects also I will be taking, like chemistry and social science, but today we will discuss about physics of class 9, the first chapter, that is motion. That is motion. So basically, if I tell you in a layman language, what do you understand by motion? What is motion basically in a layman language? What is basically motion in a layman language? So if you ask anyone, a person who doesn't know anything about physics or so what is motion? He will tell that, suppose if I want to explain you with a diagram. Suppose this is a diagram. So this is tree 1, say this is tree 2. Now if a car starts from this point and car reaches this point, so what has happened? The car has moved. There is a movement in the car from point T1 to point T2. So basically this is what we call as motion. When there is a movement of an object from point A to a point B, that is called as motion. So we will now define motion. What is motion? Motion is defined as the movement of a body from one point to the another. It is defined as the movement of a body from one point to the other. As you have seen that here, tree is a stationary object. It doesn't move. It has a fixed position. Tree has a fixed position. So tree is not moving. But this car is moving with respect to the tree. You can see this car. The car has been moving with respect to the tree. This tree is a fixed position constant, whereas this tree is fixed position, that is constant, whereas this car is continuously moving and is changing its position from one point to the another. So basically motion, you can also tell it as a change in the position of a body with respect to time. So motion is nothing but a change in the position of a body. Suppose this is a body. Now at a point, say T, this body is at this place. Now the body starts moving, and at a point, say T dash, the body reaches to this place. So what is this? This is nothing but this is called the motion. From point A, the body has moved to point B. That is the position of the body has changed from point A to point B, and this is called as motion. Okay. So I think everyone might have got very familiar with what is called motion. सबको समझ में आ गया होगा motion क्या होता है. In the coming time we will also study that motion is of two types. In the coming time we will also study motion is basically of two types. Number one is the uniform motion. And number two is the non-uniform motion. Number one is the uniform motion, and number two is the non-uniform motion. As you can predict, as the name suggests, uniform is something which is regular and non-uniform is something which is irregular. So I think everyone might have noted it down. What is motion? Basically, if I take this figure, so this is the fixed body. There is one tree here. Suppose this is the fixed body, tree 2 here. Now a car starts from here, it starts moving from here and it reaches to this point. So what has happened? There is a change of position of the car from point A to point B, and this is known as motion. Okay. So now we will study about distance and displacement, a very important topic. In this, now we will study about two different topics. One is the distance and the second is the displacement. second is the displacement. So basically, what is distance and what is displacement? First we'll deal with distance. What is distance? Distance is nothing but the total area or the total area that is covered from a point A to a point B, or say from a initial position A to the final position B. I'll explain it to you with help of a diagram. एक डायग्राम लेते हैं और कोशिश करते हैं इसको समझने की. Suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. So this is what? This is a right angle triangle. So now suppose this is say 5 kilometers, this is say 7 kilometers, and this is say again, or we can take it as 10 kilometers. Now if I tell you find the total distance, the first question is find the total distance covered from A, from C to A, again from A to B, and again from B to C. So suppose if I start from point C, I travel to point A, again from B I travel to point B, again from B I travel to point C. So what is my total distance covered? So total distance, TD is nothing but total distance, will be equal to CA plus AB plus BC, which will be equal to 10 plus 5 plus 7. Just do not leave it by writing this much, because this is totally incomplete. If you don't write here any parameters, suppose here it is kilometer. Now if you don't write here kilometers, or if it is in meters, you don't write here meters, or if it is liters, if it is milliliters, if it is centimeters, any of those parameters, if you don't write it, this has no meaning. It's just a mathematical number. This has no meaning. So you should write here kilometers. So if I add up, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 7, 22 kilometers. This becomes 22 kilometers. So what is total distance covered in the whole right angle triangle? If I am traveling from C and coming back to C, if I am traveling from C and again coming back to C, the total distance covered is C to A to B, and again B to C, C to A to B, and again B to C. So this becomes 10 plus 5 plus 7, which is equal to 22 kilometers. Now the same thing I will take it in displacement. This is say A, this is say B, this is say C. This is say 10 kilometers. This is again say 5 kilometers, and this is again say 7 kilometers. So the difference between distance and displacement is that distance, what I told you, it is the total length of the area covered, length of the area covered in traveling from the initial point, to the final point. Okay, so it is the total length of the area covered in traveling from the initial point to again the final point. But what is displacement? Displacement is nothing but it is the shortest distance covered between any 2 points. It is defined as the shortest distance covered between, this is between d by w in short form, right? This is between any 2 points, or you can write is initial point and the final point. For example, if I have to reach if I am starting from C and I have to reach B, okay, what can be the shortest distance? The shortest distance is always, do remember that the shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. You might also have studied in maths that the shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. So if I tell you, you have to reach C, you have to start from C and again reach back C, what will be the shortest distance for it? If you start from C and reach back and again you have to reach back to C, आपने C से शुरू किया है, वापस से आपको C पॉइंट पे आना है, लेकिन आपको शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस उसमें कवर करना है, तो आप कौन सा पॉइंट लेंगे? Definitely you will travel this place. You will go from C to B and again from B to C. This will be the shortest path. So basically, if I tell you what will be the displacement will be how much? From C to B and again from B to C. So this is what? It will be equal to 0. Why? Because you have started from C and you have again ended at C. So basically, what is the displacement? Displacement will be equal to 0. Why? Because you have started from this point, you have gone to B, again you have come to this point. So what is the shortest distance covered? You have started from this point, you are again to this point. So what is the distance covered? Shortest distance, that is 0. So basically the displacement is equal to 0. But can the distance be 0? No, distance can never be 0, because distance, if I calculate, again you will go to here, again you come back here. So this is 7 going and 7 coming back. So the total distance that you have covered is 7 kilometers plus 7 kilometers. That is equal to 14 kilometers. So I will rub this. I will explain you that. I will rub this. So basically, distance is what? As I have told you, it's the total area covered from one point टू दी अदर. आपको मान ली अगर सी पे ही आना है ना, तो आपको टोटल डिस्टेंस, अगर मैंने बोला कैलकुलेट करने के लिए, यहाँ पे आपने टोटल डिस्टेंस क्या चला, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, सी टू बी इज द शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस. नाउ सपोज इफ आई टेल यू कि आपको सी टू बी जाना है, यू हैव टू गो फ्रॉम सी टू बी. सो फ्रॉम गोइंग फ्रॉम सी टू बी, व्हाट इज द टोटल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड? तो व्हाट विल से, इफ आई हैव टू ट्रेवल फ्रॉम सी टू B, if I have to travel from C to B, I tell you the what is total distance covered. So you will say it's 10 kilometers plus 5 kilometers, which is equal to 15 kilometers. So this is the distance covered. You go from C to A, again you go from A to B. So this is how much? 15 kilometers. But if I tell you what is the displacement from C to B, what is the displacement from C to B? That is, what is the displacement made? It should be the shortest distance from C to B. So in this case, you cannot say that the displacement is equal to 10 plus 5 kilometers. No, this is wrong. This is totally wrong. Displacement cannot be this. Displacement is always what I have told you. It's always the shortest distance. It's always the shortest distance between any two points. So what is this? This will be this shortest distance, which is equal to 7 kilometers. But if I tell you what is the total distance that you have covered, then you have to add this plus this in reaching this. Okay, suppose if I have to tell you again from C, if you start and again if you come back to C, what is the total distance covered? So it will be 10 plus 5 plus 7. This will be the total distance covered. It will be equal to 22 kilometers. But if I tell you what is the displacement, if you are going from C to C, that displacement will be equal to 0, because the point from where you are starting, you are coming back to the same point. So in that case, the displacement is equal to 0. If you are starting from the initial point if you travel to, suppose if you are starting from this initial point, this is the initial point A, you travel to point B, again you come back to point A, so the displacement becomes 0, because in that case what is the shortest distance covered? There is no distance covered, because you have traveled from this point to this point, and again you have gone back to this point. So you have started from the initial point from where you were there, and you have ended up in the same initial point where you were there. So this, in this case, the displacement becomes 0. But the distance in this case is not 0, because distance will be calculated as the distance covered from point A to point B, and again back from point B to point A. So that will be the distance. Suppose the distance is say 5 kilometers from point A to point B, and again you are traveling back from point B to point A 5 kilometers. So the total distance becomes 5 plus 5 kilometers of this and 5 kilometers back to this, it becomes 10 kilometers. But the displacement becomes 0, because it's from where you have started and you have ended at the same place. So there is no shortest distance that you have covered, because you have started at the same place and you have ended at the same place. आपने जहां से शुरू किया वहीं पे खत्म कर दिया, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? उस केस में डिस्प्लेसमेंट 0 होता है, लेकिन डिस्टेंस भी कभी 0 नहीं हो सकता है। क्योंकि मैं आपको एक और एग्जांपल के तौर पर समझाता हूँ। फॉर एग्जांपल, आई लव दिस। सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल you have to travel, okay, you have to travel from Patna to Delhi. आपको पटना से दिल्ली जाना है, तो आप क्या किए? You have traveled from Patna. Suppose you have traveled from Patna to say Bangalore. Again from Bangalore you went to Goa. Again from Goa you went to Punjab. Again from Punjab you went to Jammu and Kashmir. From Jammu and Kashmir you went to Gujarat, and again from Gujarat you went to Uttar Pradesh, and then from there you reached Delhi. So what is this? This is the total distance covered from Patna to Bangalore. This is the first distance you have covered. Then again from Bangalore to Goa. Again from Goa you have covered Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, Gujarat, UP and Delhi. Can I say that the distance will be equal to 0? 0? No. You have to keep in mind that distance can never be equal to 0. Equal to 0. You have to keep in mind that the distance can never be equal to 0, whereas the displacement can be equal to 0. Displacement can definitely be equal to 0 when, if you are starting, when, if I say it, when, if you are starting from the initial point, if you are starting from the initial point and coming back again to the initial point, then the displacement becomes what? 0. Very important. One of the very much important difference between distance and displacement is that distance can never be 0, whereas displacement can be equal to 0. Distance in any case cannot be equal to 0, because what is distance? Distance is the total area or the length of the area covered irrespective of the direction. That's in distance we do not consider direction. Like suppose you have started from Patna, you have gone to Bangalore, you got to Goa, you again went to Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, Gujarat, UP, Delhi. So can you figure out direction properly? No, it's very difficult to figure out a direction properly in this, because it's like almost like directionless. I have been from one place to other place, again from other place to some other place, and it's totally haphazard. There is no direction. But if I tell you, you need to travel from Patna to Delhi, so what is the displacement in this? So if I ask you, what is the displacement in this? So your answer should be, I take a train to Patna, I cross UP and I reach Delhi. This is my shortest distance. This is my shortest distance. It means that there is no other distance which is much shorter than this, or there is no other distance which is even shorter than this. This is the least and the last shortest distance that I need to cover to reach Delhi from Patna. If I take a train from Delhi to Patna, so I travel from Patna to UP and Delhi. It's a direct route, straight line route, and that is the shortest distance to travel from Patna to Delhi. So this will be displacement. But this, if you go from Patna to Bangalore and via all these places and reach Delhi, this will be a distance. It cannot be a displacement. So distance can never be equal to 0, whereas displacement can be equal to 0. For example, in this case, if you are traveling from Patna to Delhi and back to Patna, what will be your displacement? Your displacement will be equal to 0, because you started from Patna, you reached Delhi, again you came back to Patna. So the initial point from where you started, you ended at the same point. So in this case, your displacement will be equal to 0, but your distance will not be equal to 0, because there will be some distance that you have traveled from Delhi to Patna, from Patna to Delhi, and again back from Delhi to Patna. So your distance can never be equal to 0. So now we'll learn about the quantities.